lovely Aries, and welcome to this short video about what is coming up, the energies that are around you for the wonderful month of May. And you are going to be noticing some definitively beneficial changes as we go through this wonderful month. Now, the first thing I want to draw your attention to, this is an overview, it's a very brief overview. You can look at the weekly videos that I produce to get more in-depth on this. And of course, you can always get in contact via the website, which is down the bottom there, and of course via the email. I love interaction. And of course, if you wish to receive these videos on a regular basis, then please press the old subscribe button down there if you'd like to, and of course the like buttons if you can as well, just to give us a feedback. It is so important when we produce these videos and to knowing what you want. Okay, so what is so good about this lovely month that's coming up for you, Aries? Well, the first thing we want to say, or I want to say, is that, you know, in your sign at this particular moment in time, has been there, those of you who've been following me will know, of course, you've got lovely, explosive, expansive Uranus in that sign. And that is feeding a lot of energy to you, Aries. Now, the other important thing that happens as we go through the month of May, we see more of a concentration of the positive power of Uranus, and as it comes into contact with very positive Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is a planet that is very beneficial. It's known as a benefic. It gives things in a big way to that which it comes in contact with. And Aries, it's calling this month, you know, it's in your 5th house, it's going direct. It spent 6 months of its life going retrograde. It's going direct. And it's saying to you, let's expand, let's get on the bandwagon, let's get things really, really rolling here. And in, you know, your 5th house is to do with taking a risk. It's to do with relationships. Relationships are governed by the 5th house, where we're looking at affairs, we're looking at meeting people, getting involved, taking a bit of a punt. And this really, Aries, is what May is going to be in general, the background all about for you. It's calling for you, Aries, to broaden your horizons. Look at new areas, look at new angles. That which has become outworn, leave it behind. Don't hang on. Now, you are a cardinal sign, Aries, and that means that you tend to have the get up and go. You have the pizzazz, whereas necessarily other signs, without your unique power, would try and hang on to situations. This month of May, it's calling, leave behind what is no longer working. Let's broaden out, let's expand, let's go places. So obey, lovely Aries. Now, as we move more towards the mid-month, we see Mars moving into your 3rd house. Now, this is the 3rd house, this is the house of communication. And it can also be to do with siblings, so brothers, sisters, outside or more perhaps distant family. It also, of course, governs contracts. It looks at journeys, that sort of thing. Now, Aries, if you are one of these guys that is actually in the middle of business deals, moving house, you really want to try and get things done earlier in the month as opposed to later in the month. Because although the sun comes in and boosts this area, we also have to look at Mercury, which is going to go retrograde in this area. Now, necessarily, as you go through this month, Aries, you're going to be looking at an area which is very, very important to you, and this area will sort of come up out of the woodwork. So something necessarily, as you start to go through May, it can be a month of examination, and it can be a month where you really get to grips and scrutinize a particular area of your life, so that you are able to really move forward and move forward with zest. But May, you know, you're also, May is really a month for you for change, bringing in what you wanted to do but necessarily have been stumped up until this moment, and doors will open for you this month. That's your brief overview. Have a look more on the weeklies, because they will give you more in depth on the week as it happens. Thank you very, very much for taking the time out to listen to the video. And again, you know, if you want the videos coming through on a regular basis, then please press the subscribe button. And you, of course, you can get in contact with us by leaving a note directly on the video, or you can get in contact directly by email. Either way, we welcome your communications, and I wish you a wonderful May, beautiful Aries.